Good evening guys, or good afternoon. It's 4:20 p.m. Today is Tuesday, April 4th, 2023. So let's start with the pre-market notes. So now NQ is running the show for the bulls. So as long as it is not giving up, stick with long. Same story, right? So first three lines I kept it same, then do not take longs, if NQ is giving up, otherwise, and then you can take a short even, right? Now buy going on right now by retail. See, I use the word retail. So as long as price is holding it above preferred buyers area in both, favor longs. Okay, now assumption is that there is no strong intraday breakdown in price or straight exhaustion into support present, right? So whatever the support, straight exhaustion into support, that means shorts are not good idea. You have to favor longs. Any breakdown, if it doesn't happen, fine, we will favor longs. If any breakdown happens, we cannot favor longs. Okay, step up going on etc, we can favor longs. Okay, so there are specific conditions. Basically both preferred sellers, buyers, backup areas are important for both parties, right? So now I'm twisting whatever I just said here, right? I'm also saying both preferred sellers and buyers and backup buyers and backup sellers are important, right? I didn't say only go long, right? I said both are important. See, so language is changing every day based on whatever I see it, So you already know the importance of 358 in NQ and 4172 in ES. Obviously I'm not talking about buying at 358 and buying at 72 here, right? Because they are at the top, and I don't usually take longs at the top, right? However, top means I am open for shorts, right? Because it's a good location, right? So now let's talk about here, right? So 358, 72, which is this, important. So obviously important for buyers to take out, sellers to defend. Simple, right? So going long here does not make sense, right? Because it's a poor location. So taking shorts, look for shorts, possible, right? So now this 72 we discussed in Discord yesterday, when yesterday price was here, I said if it goes to 72 I will take a short. I will not look at the internals or anything, regardless of how the day is. I will take a short. But damn thing yesterday didn't reach there, right? Now today overnight it just held this area as a low of the day, Globex low, basically this area, 48 or whatever this area is, and then it reached up to 72, right? So to me they just reached their target in the overnight, whoever is holding this long from yesterday. So once they achieve the target, they basically build out. Simple, right? So right after I published the note, price was here. So in Discord I said I am taking a short, literally I typed it, I am taking a short, I'm looking for short, and NQ was at right here around that time. So 358 is close enough, and it was a preferred sellers area also, important area, right? So I took the short at 69.50 in ES. At the same time I took the short in NQ also. My target was, since I don't usually trade in the pre-market, because I hate to trade in pre-market, so this target was, because it was such a good level, the way price came up there, see, you can see it literally, it came up straight there pretty much, So if you look at 15 minutes, it's a straight up. Yeah, 5 minutes has a little pullback here, but 15 minutes and higher, you can literally see it's a straight up move into a good area. See, NQ is like straightforward. See, NQ has a good size. See, this is 2-minute chart, right? Even still 2 minute doesn't have any pullback, significant pullback or good size pullback. See, that straight into this is called exhaustion, that means somebody will sell it or take profit. That will allow price to go down. Okay, so based on that idea, I took this short. Now since I took it in pre-market before 8:30 always there is some news, right? And during the news time price can go up and down, right? So I was looking for this target 308, and ES I was looking for 57.50 as a target. That was exact level was my target. Then they started playing games. Right here it came close to 309, like by 3 points, and it bounced. So this is where I got pissed off. And ES I knew 66 can act as a support, so it was holding it basically, but still I held my trade, and then finally, right before 8:30 I gave up. I said, you know what, now it's 8:30 coming and I do not want to hold it. So I bailed out right here my pre-market trade. Now then I started Discord voice, right? So Discord voice, we talked about being a neutral today. I said going forward we will stay neutral every day. Basically we are open for both sides, unless there are few days where I am very specific, where I would say in Discord that today only longs no matter what, or only shorts no matter what, regardless of internals or anything else, just stick with longs or shorts. So if there is a day like this, I will let them know in advance, but till then we will be neutral every day. That means we are open for both sides, and we will let our levels let us know which side to trade. So that is what we discuss. And also I was looking to see if price comes to 47.72. I also said 66 is important of the open, and so does 57, 54, 51 in ES. So NQ, pretty much everybody knows that dream numbers are important, which is this dotted lines. Hunting levels, blue lines are important. Those are the good important levels every day for NQ. ES doesn't have a dream number, but ES do have a hunting levels, which is this blue lines, and you can see it held it basically. So but anyway, so for NQ, say NQ was a tough today. It was playing games pretty much. ES was straightforward, but due to NQ, that was a problem. So now here, right, so we were observing 57, 54, 51 right of the open. So those two areas, 54 and 57, provided a bounce of the open. So but we were watching NQ. Then price, here it is, where is it, right here. So it started going down right of the open pretty much after a slight pullback, right? It was a gap fill also, right? And at that time AD was around zero line, so there was no bullish disconnect, bearish disconnect or anything. But then problem is I cannot justify going long at 54, 57. Yes, we can, on one hand we can, right? But if you look at NQ, it was not that supporting that idea at that point in time. I didn't take any longs. So and then price went higher, right, after filling the gap like this, and then it came down close to Globex low. It did not touch Globex low. See, that's the key. So it left some unfinished business. See, look at the NQ, came down close to Globex low, which was 220. It bounced ahead of it. That's what I noticed. They are playing games now. Being so close here, it couldn't come there. See, and somebody bought it. This was a classic manipulation right there. And it left some unfinished business here. That means price may come down again at one point during the day right here. That's the idea in my mind at that time. Then there was a news, 10 o'clock, right? So JOLT report or something, right? At that time price just went higher, shoots higher. So we also talked about 309 and 316 area in NQ. in Discord that hey, now during this up move, right, I was talking in Discord and I said, you know what, if NQ goes above this and if you cannot respond it, you know, I'm not going to trade today, because then NQ is not supporting any structural context, you know, or price action. So basically this is what it is, you know, pure price action, you know. See, look at this. This was a balance to me, and that was broken down, and it was not straightforward broke down, right, or straightforward breakdown. Price did bounce from here. See this time also it bounced ahead of this 309 support, manipulation, right, then came down right here, and then broke down, correct, and then it went all the way down here. So obviously it is exhausting. So yes, bounce may come, you know, especially around dream numbers, you know. So bounce may come, you know. So it came. Now the question is, since it was a first time retest of this structural breakdown, NQ has to hold it here and provide a response back to here, at least this area. Then it wants to go higher, fine, then I am trading. Otherwise, you know, if it goes through like straight here, then there is no point trading this instrument, because now it is heavily manipulated. So same thing goes for ES also, you know. So ES has a this balance like this, you know, you can imagine. So it has to hold below it, okay. So ES did here, and it held it 64-60 area, right, during the news time. But the way it happened ahead of this, and ES usually respected, you know, it usually respect. So I took a short right at the news time when the spike up happened. I said, you know, I'm shorting at 62. I just took a short at 62. That is what I said. At the same time, NQ, you know, since I was so confident that this guy should hold it, if they don't, then I'll be in big trouble, you know, and I will lose and I will not trade. So that means there is no way for me to recover, you know, that loss. So but anyway, so I took the short early on instead of waiting, you know. I took the short at 290 or so, or 285, you know, and then price went higher, almost 30 point against me, you know. See, now you will hear these things, man, this guy is holding when, you know, he doesn't have a stop loss. No, I do have a stop loss, by the way, but my stop loss is not fixed. I don't put a random stop loss somewhere, you know. Mine is managed, so I do have a backup stop loss which is way higher, you know, but my real stop loss, which is fixed, if some unforeseen event happens, you know, some news or war or whatever, you know, at that time it just clicks and price just, you know, bounce hard, then yes, it will click, you know, my backup stop, hard stop, right? But that is only for emergency. Usually apart from that stop, I have another stop which is a dynamic stop in my mind. So I look at it price and I just, you know, decide bail out, take a stop loss hit, or cut my trade basically, or hold it, you know. So, and I usually make a decision not only based on one instrument. I usually look at ES and Q both, and then I make a decision whether to take a stop loss hit, cut it, or hold it against, even though trade goes against me, you know. So that's how I trade personally. So yes, see here NQ went above this area, you know. Ideally I was hoping that it will hold a 285, but it went against me. During the news time it happens, right? So it happens, but that doesn't mean that price, some buyers are strong here. See, they have to go through this area first, and then some pullback will happen, you know, and then I will get plenty of opportunity to bail out, you know. So when price went against me, I was holding it here, you know, because the ES was holding below this 69 even, and this 64, 66 area. So there was nothing wrong in ES, right? However, NQ went above 309, which I didn't like it, but I held it because ES was holding it, and it was a spike up during the news time. Then I said, a spike up is fine, but then when it comes down, you know, watch 295 and 285. And ES, I said watch 54 and 51. I really do not want ES bias to step in at 54 or 51 and then go higher. And then it takes out this news driven high. Then I am proven wrong. I will take the stop loss hit and I will look for long at that point. Then I will look for long. Okay. If it goes straight up like this, then I will not trading even. I will take the stop loss hit and I am not trading. But if it comes down to 54 and holds it, then go higher, make a new high, then yes, I will understand, fine. Structurally, sellers did try to get a response from here and somebody defended, buyer defended it and they got failed. So fine, but at least response was there, so it's okay to trade, to go long later on. Okay, so NQ did came back down here at 295, 285, and then it provided a bounce, right? At that time NQ even made a slight new high, but look at ES. See here, ES did not make a new high. So my shorts are still valid. I am holding it. Bias didn't prove anything except provided a bounce, which I was expecting anyway, that they may provide a bounce from this area, which is 54, 51, which is this area. See that? It's not because of VWAP and mid, you know. That was my level. I already gave it to them even before open. Okay. So it's fortunately it lines up here, but it is not that I was shooting for, you know. So anyway, so it bounced from 54 right here. ES couldn't go higher, so I was holding my short, right? Then this short, then broke down, see, and then NQ went sliced through like this. This is the event that I was looking for. Now sellers are in control at this point, right? So then price went down to where? 44, which we discussed in Discord. I said, you know what, 44, I know why buyers are buying it. They may buy it. The key is sellers have to hold it at 48, which is this area, or 54. Till then they have a control, but expect buyers to buy it from 44, you know, if they do decide to buy it. So at that time, if you look at 1024, NQ was at dream number. See, dream numbers are very, very powerful, you know. So now it makes sense. NQ at dream number, ES at 43, 44, you know, yeah, bounce may happen. Right? So you can bail out your short and wait to see what happens next. Why 44? They respond, right? Why they have to respond at 44? Because of this. See these things? Balance, breakout, straight down into this, exhaustion, same set of buyers defended here again. Those are the poor buyers to me, because now the day is set downward, you know. But anyway, they bought it here, fine. I was waiting to see what happens here or here. So here it went through it, fine. Then here 54 reacted. So this was a short here, you know, because now 54 is lined up with VWAP and mid. So confluence area, you can short even here, right? However, NQ was the troublemaker here, because it pulled back a lot. It was not supposed to go all the way here. See, so that's why I didn't want to take a short either here or here. And I was watching NQ at the time, you know. Since it was bounced from the trend numbers, it's very risky, you know, to go short in ES and NQ. So I was waiting. Then price came down like this, right? Now here, see, it can make a double bottom too. Who knows, right? Because look at it. ES made a new low at 1050, NQ did not make a new low. See that? It's a very tough environment, you know, because of, you know, NQ. It was very tough to trade ES even today. So now what? Now I can't do anything here unless it further breaks down. Then I know at least it is going towards here. Then I can short. That is what I said. If it breaks down here in ES, most likely it may provide a reaction at 37, but it will go eventually to this area, this lower area, you know. That is what I said. So all I need is what? NQ to follow with ES at that time, so here there was a short right there. See that it balanced it below this area, then broke down, so your short would be right here. See, so here I'm showing you this short and I'm showing you this short. See that here? So based on 5 minutes it was clear, right? Below this aggressive buyers area right there, right? Slice through it, pull back down, correct? Now NQ at that time, see this is hunting level and dream number, double combo, correct? So first time came down, held it, here also held it. Now again when it went higher, see this is a sign where some intraday buyers, they bought it right here because it pullback was so strong, right? Then it should not have gone back below this two area, confluence area. See that V wave and mid, and it should have held this hunting level and dream number, right? Which they try to do it here. See that? But here they came down below this. That's a weakness, number one. Then they try to hold, buyers try to hold it here, but then they gave up here. See that? Now chances are, see again this dream number, people bought it there. See that? But now the poor thing is here is, see these buyers are poor now here. Why? Because already this area responded once, second, third, right? See, NQ can respond this area 10 times, but structurally now I am seeing a pattern, right? Balance, breakdown here, right? Balance retest, price came down, break below this low, failed, again went higher, small balance here, retest of this balance bottom, then came down, right? Build another balance, now it broke down. So what is it? What is more important here? Balances and broken down situation, right? Sellers are in control, buyers are not in control. They are buying randomly. See that? Up, up. They're not like building a balance slowly, and then breaking out, step up. No. So they are doing all the wrong thing, right? So when this breakdown happened, when price pulled back here, that was your short in NQ right there, which is 1106. You can see it, 1106. See that? In tandem, both in sync. That is the key. Now what? Now it will go here, this low, or yesterday's low, right? So here you scale it. Here you have to scale somewhere here, you have to scale it right there. So that's a scaling, right? NQ you have to scale it here also. And now you wait, you trail stop it. Now the question is, can price go further down into this area? See, this is the key area, preferred buyers area, right? So now what? So now we wait. So now price, now at least this is a first hour low. Price is broke below this first hour low, right? So at least sellers are there, right? Now this is a support area, so we have to watch. So we take a profit here or scale, whatever, right? And now we have to see whether it holds below this low. Simple, right? And since NQ went below this dream number, which it depended one time, second time, third time, now it break through it, it has to hold below that damn dream number. Simple, right? So that's observation we have to see, right, from sellers. So now here, yes, balance, 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 right? But see here what happens. See, I'll show you something. See here, balance, down, up, down. Finally, see here, right here. See that? Around what time? 11:48, 11:48, right? Same situation. See, now you see, this is how you have to observe the price, at micro scale, like that. See, now what is the expectation? That price has to hold below this area, right? And hold below this area. Now what? Now look at this. Damn thing broke out, right? Here again broke out, right? Like breakout, pull back to this top. See that? again breakout, fine. So now you want to see it what? Going to moon, correct? Here same thing, you want it to go to moon, and at that point if it goes to moon like this, we will start favoring longs from that point onwards, and sellers have no control at that point, okay? But if it do get a rejection by chance, right, then we are back in business, okay? So this was a trapping thing. See, the moment it broke out, and if it fails, it's a trap buyer situation. See that? So here people bought it at this green candle. Here people bought it also. And then this, they got stopped out immediately. See that? Now that's a sign to look for short. See here, straight down move, correct? Then what happened? Up, 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 correct? See here, NQ, up, again up, down. When we went through this low, down, that was your short right here, right? So ES short is what? Right around here, or maybe here, you know, that's it. Then what? Then you follow the price. It was so good, you don't have to manage it, it just stand, right? So once it goes into this area, right at this 5 minute where it pauses, right here is stopped, right? 19, 20, that's where you take a exit, right? At the same time, NQ, this was the target, right? But since you took the exit in ES, you take the exit in NQ right here, right? Now you can't do anything. At this point, I typed in Discord that no longs and no shorts anymore. I said look for longs. Once ES goes to 15, 20 area, this area, NQ go close to this, I said look for longs, no more shorts. That is what I said, you know. So this was a long, you know, because NQ was here also at 1143. I said NQ is aiming for 176 as a target. So this is close enough, and NQ has a tendency to bounce, front run it, you know, ahead of the support. So this was a good long because this was the very good area, like it's a line in sand in ES, you know, for recent buyers, first line in sand. So when it came straight down there, now if you look at 15 or 30 minutes, you will see a straight down move. That's why you buy at the bottom, you know, right here. You don't have to wait for any structural support, you know, or any small balance or anything. Why? Usually I said we have to look for it, right? But now look at this move straight down, you know. So that's why you buy it, you know? But in a 1 minute time frame, you can see it actually. When it touched here, you can see this, right? And then you can go long right here, right at this candle. See that, this second candle right here. So basically this is your break right here. See that? From here it went down and immediately broke out about this, pull back there, you go long, and your target is this area. See here, you will out. NQ, I wouldn't do anything here because this is garbage price action. ES was clean, so you trade ES. Now you take a profit here, right? And then what? Then you wait. Now if ES goes above this area, that means you are neutral for day trading now. Both sides are active, okay? So up to this point, sellers were in control. From here, buyers coming into control, or they're trying. So that's why we played long, right? Then if it goes above this area, now both sides are active. That means it can go either way. So now you're neutral, so you wait and see what's going next, what's happening next, right? So this is another area, remember? That's where they got trapped, right? Those buyers. So when price went there, those people build out their position, and they may have flipped it. Who knows? You know? That's why you are seeing this spike up, balance, breakdown. But now we know about this, buyers are there, right? So you wait, price come down here, couldn't go higher, come down, couldn't go higher, come down, couldn't go higher. That's where the breakdown happens, right? So either you can take a short right here, which is what I said in Discord, right? I clearly put a note. I actually tweeted that thing also, So I said there is a selling going on, So if ES goes below 28, this is where I typed it at 212 or 213 in Discord. If ES goes below 28 and NQ goes below 220, it may make a new low for the day. Assuming after going down below, it holds below 232, that means if once it goes below 220, it has to hold below 232. So pullback is allowed only up to 232. And then NQ, ES I said 30.75, that's the level. So if it goes below 28, it has to hold below 30.75, or I think 31.75. So here that breakdown happened below 28. So I typed it right here, then breakdown happened, and that was your trade right there. Because now here taking a short at 29.50, your stop loss is supposed to be at 32, right? Because if I'm right for the shorts that sellers are coming in, price will not go above 31.75, right? And here same thing for NQ. So NQ you take a short here, and now you look for new low for the day, or bail out at this lows. So I took a profit here because I had to go out for gardening. So Discord folks knows it. So I bailed out right here, and since I bailed out NQ, same time I did ES at 20 also, which is right around here. And that's pretty much it for today. I did over trading today. All of my trade came out right today. There was not a single loser today. All of them worked out as planned, at right level. Everything works out nicely today. So I ended up over trading today, back and forth. I was outside in the garden, then come back down, I checked it, all these things. So that'll be all for today. I'll see you tomorrow.